guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. I'm here at my house long enough to get this big news to you. And when I say big, I'm talking about full-size luxury big. What are we talking about? The all-new redesigned Lincoln Navigator. Has Lincoln hit the nail on the head to defeat the competition? Because the competition has really upped their game. And the Navigator is the OG of full-size luxury SUVs. Been around longer by 1 year than the mighty Cadillac Escalade. So without further ado, let's dive into this special footage I have from Lincoln to find out, is it really the best new luxury full-size SUV? And there it is, all new 2025 Lincoln Navigator. So it's crazy to think, Navigator, 4 different generations, starting back in 1998. The first gen went from 1998 to 2002. And that's really where it laid down the groundwork for what we have today. Now, looking at the new face of the Navigator, we have an updated, restyled grille. I'm really digging the lines on it. It has that traditional Lincoln shape to the grille, but all the nice little accents, the automatic dropping running boards. And I think one of the biggest things is the exterior lighting, especially when you approach the vehicle with the key in your pocket and that lighting comes into effect. You'll notice all of those great accents on the grille, all new wheels. And when I say new wheels, we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle come out of the sewer, manhole cover size wheels, 24 inches in diameter. But right off the bat, I'm loving the lighting. I think the lighting gives it a great aesthetic, but also something that when you see it coming down the road, you're gonna know it's a Lincoln, especially the way that Lincoln badge, smack dab in the center of the grille, is illuminated as well. Along the bottom, the way they took the lower grille and kind of extended it outward shows really a nice balance of that design. All new for 2025, the first ever split lift gate system. So you have the top portion that opens up like a traditional SUV and that second portion that drops down. What that allows you to do is have a nice loading dock to get those items, especially bigger items, bring it closer to the rear of the vehicle to get it out. Plus, what's nice is if you go to do your shopping, you leave the bottom portion closed and that makes a nice wall so that if you're parked on a hill, your cantaloupes, your watermelons, your honeydews don't fall out of your Navigator and roll down the back. Now, the one that you're seeing in this video obviously is the top dog. That is gonna be the Black Label Reserve. Yeah, well, you have Reserve, but this is that Black Label trim. That's that top trim. What are some of the things that we're talking about that are new for, say, the interior? There it is. 48 inches of panoramic screen. So if you liked what was in the Nautilus when we did that media drive, now what you're finding is 48 inches of uninterrupted screen. It's OLED. Still coming up short to the Cadillac Escalade. If you like to say yours is the largest when you and your friends are hanging out, if you have a Navigator and they have the new Escalade's 55 inches long. But what I like about this system is that the way that it's placed in the dash, just like on the Nautilus, eliminates the need for a head-up display because the graphics and all of that information is perfectly placed. Now, what you're seeing here in the center is another digital screen that is stationary that allows you to control all the important things and also change up what information is displayed on those 48 inches of screen. So when it comes to the interior of the new Lincoln Navigator, they're trying to make it like a day spa. It's this rejuvenation experience they want you to have, where you have, of course, the curated scents that you can change up depending on what kind of mood you're in. It also has the massaging seats. And on top of that, everything from the trim to the seat material, The whole shabam is curated for your experience. I mean, look at this. Look at the way when you're parked, the seat tilts towards the rear. The steering wheel actually rises up and goes inward to just get out of the way. And then look at the graphics, the waterfall, the nice, pretty sounds of the birds and the bees doing the magic, all in this vehicle. What's even better is I like the fact that you have a great color palette. So you have that new copper color, which seems to be like the color of the year. Everybody's doing some type of copper color, whether it's Lexus, whether it's Mazda. Now Lincoln has a copper tone style cover. Now, some of the other things you're going to find on the interior is that 11.1 inch screen right there in the center. Perfect timing. You can see how quick everything moves on it. Very, very intuitive. You're also going to have seating up to 8. So you can have a captain's chair arrangement or a bench arrangement for that mid-row. Love the rear entertainment. So you have the screens on the backs of the seats for the rear entertainment. This uses, believe it or not, what's called Walsdorf leather interior. So we're talking about a high quality of leather interior, unseen, according to Lincoln, in any other full-size luxury SUV. What you're seeing on this particular Navigator right now is the availability of the Jet package. So the Jet package doesn't take off and fly away. The Jet package is that blacked out package. So you're going to get the blacked out grille, the blacked out wheels, all those goodies. Standard wheels, 22 inch. Optional wheel is 24 inches in diameter. And like I said, with the Jet package, you're getting all those blacked out trim pieces, all of those goodies to kind of just give it a sportier look. Now, at the front of the business, most of that lower grille is functional, which is important. The lighting is spectacular. Seats. So let's talk about seats. Standard seat is 24-way adjustable. The optional seats are 30-way adjustable. Of course, ventilated, of course, heated, and massaging. Mid-row, for the first time, will have the availability of all of that. Massage, heated, and ventilated. So nice to see that coming to the Navigator. And then you have some themes. When you go black label, it's not just going black label anymore. You actually have what's called the Enlightened theme or the Atmospheric theme. And what that really means is the types of colors and materials that are on the interior. So obviously Atmospheric is going to be lighter. It's going to be, like an off-white on the leather seating. The wood's going to be a light colored wood, those types of things. Enlightened, you're going to have some other tones in there, some darker tones, which is going to make each Lincoln Navigator black label just a little bit different, right? Depending on what theme you go with. You're also going to find, of course, Blue Cruise, which is that hands-free autonomous driving experience. And we already showed you that, not only with the Nautilus, but also with the Ford Explorer. Because remember, Lincoln is premium brand of Ford. Once upon a time, it used to be Ford, it used to be Mercury, and it used to be Lincoln. So Mercury, a brand that unfortunately no longer exists. What about what's under the hood? This may make you happy. This may make you sad. Nothing has changed. So you're still going to get that 3.5 liter EcoBoost, which is the twin turbo V6, pumping out 440 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's got all-wheel drive, adaptive suspension, pro trailer backup assist, and there's a heavy-duty trailer package, which now allows you to tow up to 8,700 pounds worth of towing capacity. Some of the other things, of course, is going to be those curated signature grill appointments. And if you're wondering, well, when is this going to be available? It will be available spring 2025. But I love what they've done to the interior. They definitely have made it less fuddy-duddy. I felt like the current Navigator, you could tell it was ready for a change. In the third row, you're going to have plenty of room, of course. We've shown you that on many of the different Lincoln Navigators. You have your piano keys for your 10-speed automatic. You got that direct drive control knob. You can see that person there rubbing the leather. They can't believe how good the leather is. So, and then you have that 11.1-inch screen in the center there, which allows you to make those adjustments to the big screen. So you don't actually touch the 48-inch screen. You touch the 11.1-inch screen, and that adjusts what is displayed on the panoramic 48 inches of screen. Of course, you're going to have the availability of a panoramic sunroof. And when you think about adaptive suspension, Lincoln's is one of the good ones, because we're talking about that Magna-Ride suspension. What it does is it fine-tunes every single nanosecond the perfect amount of softness, harshness, depending on what you are trying to experience and what you are experiencing underneath the four tires. Now, when it comes to this rejuvenation, like I said, you have different themes of rejuvenation. You can have up to 5 different scents that you change through. And the fact that, look at how far back the seat goes, the front seat goes, to allow you to really just let go. And it's one of those things that even if you don't have a Lincoln Navigator, you should be taking about 10, 20, maybe a minute. You want to go a minute? Try a minute. But you should be taking some time to just do some breathing and relax before you go into your home, before you go to pick up the kids, before you go to have a dinner date, whatever, because you would be amazed how that's going to help calm you. And that's what Lincoln is trying to do with this vehicle, is to help calm you in this harsh world that we live in. There's so much noise. There's so much static out in the world that Lincoln wants this to be your special place, your happy place. So if you're out playing around a golf with Happy Gilmore and Chubbs, when you go to your happy place, you should be thinking of your Lincoln Navigator. And that's going to help you obviously get that hole-in-one. But let me know, I'm digging the changes that they made to this Lincoln Navigator. I'm very excited to get behind the wheel and to really see what the driving experience is. I know they're going to want to showcase this whole rejuvenation thing. Maybe I'll be an all-new Joe Raiti after I do the media drive with the new Lincoln Navigator. But this is the vehicle that started the trend, and now we have so many to choose from the Yukon Denali, Yukon Denali Ultimate, the Cadillac Escalade, all the way up to the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Now you may also be wondering, Joe, what is the price? No available pricing yet, but I'm going to expect it to be pretty much spot on where it is right now. So top black label trim, I wouldn't be surprised if it's $108,000. I mean, the Infiniti QX80 autograph trim, remember, is $110,000. Big money, lots of cheddar, but you got lots of cargo space in the back to put your cheddar. It's up to you. I like in this little segment that they gave me, this special segment showing off the Blue Cruise, seeing that Navigator go down the road. I think it's definitely going to get people's attention if that's what you're going for. But it's also going to provide a very unique driving experience. But let me know, are you liking the changes Lincoln has made to this Navigator? Are you a buyer? Is it the best new luxury full-size SUV? Let me know down in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. Got to give it up to Lori Raiti. She makes the magic happen when it comes to Raiti's Rides. I mean, I just sit here and talk. So thank you, Lori, for doing everything behind the scenes that just makes this whole thing work. Appreciate all of your love and support. Show us some love in the comment section, please. Please do that. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.